All right, this is Mr. Wilmoth here with Pre-Calc Lesson 5.5. Going to go through the law of sines. The law of sines is also located on your note sheet. Here we go. The law of sines, you got to use right triangle trig when you're doing SOHCAHTOA, but when you're doing the law of sines, you can use any type of triangle that you want. All right, so you just set two of those equal. Sine A over A, sine B over B equals sine C over C. All right, so solve the triangle given that ABC is as follows. So here we go. So we've got A is 38. So B and C, and remember the little sides are across, or the sides are across from the angles. So that'd be 46. So this would be little b and little c. All right. So let's find little b first since we know A. So we can go sine 38 equals over 9 equals sine 46 over b. So then you're going to cross multiply. So you'd go 9 sine 46, hit enter on your calculator. Then equals b times the sine of 38. So then you would divide by the sine of 38, and I'll kind of go through these steps on here, but obviously you could do these in your calculator. So divided by the sine 38, 10.52. So b is 10.52. All right, to find c, since they gave us two angles, we just subtract those from 180. So we go 180 minus 46 minus 38. So c would be 96. So we're almost done here now. We just need to find little c. So we can use the law of sines again. Erase here to give myself a little bit more room. So we will go. We can use A again. So sine 38 over 9 equals, except this time we'd want the sine of 96 over little c. So we go 9 times sine 96, hit enter. Then we would end up dividing by the sine of 38, hit enter, 14.54. Okay, so round your angles to the nearest tenth, round your sides to the nearest hundredth if you need to. All right, let's try that again. Solve for the triangle given what we know there. So this time they gave us one angle and two sides, so we would want to the ambiguous case here. So there can be two set of answers. These can either be obtuse or acute. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to solve for big B, and that'll be our big B1. So we got B1, A1, and little a1. Okay. And then we'll have big B2. And I'll show you how we get both of those here. Big A2 and little a2. All right, so let's set up to solve for big B first. So that would be sine big B over 12 equals, the only thing we know is C, so we go sine 25 over 8. Okay, so I'm going to cross multiply. I get 8 sine B equals 12 sine 25. Now remember, we're finding an angle. So our last step when we're finding an angle is to take the inverse. So I suggest to leave this in your calculator. So I'm going to go 12 sine 25, hit enter, divided by 8, hit enter. Make sure you are in degree mode when you do this. But then since we're finding an angle now, we're going to go inverse sine of our answer that we just got, and that gives me about 39.3 degrees. So little b is 30, or big B1 is 39.3 degrees. All right, then we can find big A1 because now we know two of our three angles. So we go 180 minus 25 minus 39.3, and that gives me 115.7. Okay, and then we can set up to find little a. So we're going to go sine 25 over 8 equals sine 115.7 over A. So I'm going to cross multiply 8 sine 115.7, hit enter, divided by the sine of 25. Hit enter, 17.06. Okay, so we found all, you would just find the first things like you would normally to find the first set of stuff. All right, to find the second set of stuff, because these can be two angles, it's called the ambiguous case. That first angle that you find, in this case B, would be called your swing angle. So to find our B2 stuff, we're just going to take what we found for B1, which was 39.3, and we're going to subtract that from 180. So 180 minus 39.3 is 140.7. Okay. So now we're going to use those to find our other stuff. So now we go 180 minus 140.7 minus 25, which gives me 14.3 for A. Then we got to do our law of sines again. So we'd go sine 25 over 8 equals sine 14.3 over little a2 there. So 8 sine 14.3, boom, divided by the sine of 25, hit enter, 4.68. Okay, so that's called the ambiguous case. There is one like this on your quiz. So that first angle is the swing angle, in this case, big B, and all you do, you solve normally, and then you take big B, the first one that you find, subtract it from 180, and then you find the rest of your stuff. All right, that's called the ambiguous case, and it only works with the law of sines. All right. Yeah, so I think we just did that one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we want to find the height of the pole X. So what do we got here? So 180 minus 90, since this is 90, whoops, that's okay. More so focused on the law of sines. Accidentally hit the wrong button there. But that's all right. Let's try number 10. Okay. So number 10 is solving the triangle. So first thing I want to do there is A, B, C. A is 49, little a is 32, little b is 28. So we need to find all the rest of our pieces parts. So here we go. Let's find, what do we got here? This is an ambiguous. This isn't, hold on a second. Yeah. All right. Let's find little b first, or big B first, since that's, the one they gave us. It's really the only one we can find. So here we go. So it would be sine big B over 28 equals sine 49 over 32. So I'm going to cross multiply. 28 sine 49, hit enter. Divided by 32. Now remember, we are finding an angle. So take this inverse sine of your answer, which gives me 41.3 for big B. Okay. Then to find C, I can just go 180 minus 49 minus 41.3, which gives me big C is 89.7. So there's big B, big C. And now we can use law of sines again. Just use that, what we have set up for A, sine 49 over 32. Except this time we'll go sine 89.7 over little c. So we are finding a side this time. So no inverse. So 32 sine 89.7, hit enter, divided by 32. That's not right, is it? 32. Oh, I'm sorry. It'd be 32 sine 89.7 divided by the sine of 49. There we go. 42.40. So there are your 3 missing sides. All right. So today, you guys need to do those